Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Crystal at In-House Crafter. Well, I thought I would work on this one today. It's been a while since I've actually got to work on it again. I don't think the last time I worked on it was when I did the video here. I have, just been super busy with so many projects. I can't get around to every one of them. So, yeah. Hasn't been easy this week. It's been like really cold. But yeah, I thought I would stitch on this one for our blue month for January. Well, if I can find a place to put this. So how is everybody doing? I've been seriously trying to keep warm, to be quite honest with you. It has been so cold, and you almost can't tolerate it. It's so cold. And we're going to be working down here. It's going to be color 775, which is, just light little baby blue and everything. Real pretty blue. And stitching in the same spot where I left off at the last time. So, yeah. Taking everything I have to stay warm. It is cold outside. We have like single digit cold. And I don't do well with that. Like today, we had high wind till 12. And then, it was like 20 outside, but feels like 6. That's how cold it is. I don't know. I don't do well when it's cold. I ache all over. And then I sit and shiver for the entire time. And once I hit a cold chill shiver and everything, I just don't feel good all over. I don't want to do nothing but ball up in a ball. And I had like a little blankie over me and everything sitting in the living room. And I was like, wow. So yeah, I have not done a whole lot of stitching. I've done a whole lot of reading. Because, it just feels good to hunker down and grab a book. You ain't got to move your hands so much when you do that. So yeah, that's what my past 2 days have been like. Of course, today it's felt colder. Actually, yesterday it wasn't as cold. It didn't get too cold until last night. Today is actually when it felt the coldest. Because yesterday, it wasn't really cold until last night. So yeah. And then we had like little snow flurry hitting everywhere. So yeah, that was kind of alright this morning. I can deal with cold, just don't give me the wind that goes with it. Because then me and the wind and cold don't get along. That's just me personally. I don't know about anybody else. I thought I'd get this recorded before my son gets out of the shower and starts up his thing, because he was talking to his buddies earlier. So, I don't know if I want to go that way or not. Oh, let's just go this way. So, at least this way I don't have to run music to drown him out. He can say some of the comicals thing when he's online with his buddies. Of course, I was sitting up front earlier, with my Momo. Momo had to come and sit on my lap. Now, she has a habit. She just doesn't know how to retract her claws. She's got to bring them in and out on your legs when she's laying down. And oh gosh, I could not take it no more. She had to get up. Because she put a bruise on the inside of my leg, on my left leg, right there on the thigh, right above the knee, where she went to hacking a hairball. A while back. It was sometime last year. when she did this, and she left a humongous bruise on my leg. And I mean, it was huge. I mean, I've never bruised like that from a cat. But she did it in the middle of the night. You know, she went to hack a hairball up in the bed. And, you know, you can sleep through anything. But as soon as you hear a cat hack a hairball, you're wide awake. I don't know. That is like one thing that'll wake you up. Well, last year she woke me up from this. And here I was trying to get her out of the bed. And I'm half asleep, reaching for a cat in the dark, you know, that I think I know where, you know, the cat's at on the bed. And I go to pick her up, and she's hacking. And I go to set her down. And when I set her down, I set her on my leg, you know. And the way I was sitting on the bed to make her go to the floor, her back claw went in my leg bad. And I didn't realize how bad it was. I mean, it burned like crazy, you know. Okay, that was a stitch. And I didn't realize it until, you know, the next morning when I got up and I looked at it and I was like, wow, one claw went in and pierced my thigh, you know, my inside of my thigh, and left a humongous bruise. Well, I never got rid of that bruise. Well, now I am, you know, fast forward now. Now I'm very, you know, protective or kind of touchy when it comes to her sitting on my lap because of that, because I like to never got rid of that bruise. I still have a remnant, you know, kind of, you know, of a bruise still on my inside of my thigh from where she did that. So I'm a little touchy now. Don't mean to be, but I am. You know, it's not something that I had planned to be. But yeah, that hurt more than anything. So I had to make her get up, you know, and she wanted to sit on my lap. And I was like, I can't do it, you know. I tried. I can't do it. I'm sitting here twitching because she's claws going in and out, in and out. And I can't do it. I had enough. So I had to make her get up because, you know, that was enough what I went through the last time. But you know what? She's a good kitty. She understood. She came back a little bit later, tried loving up on me again. But yeah, once again, them back claws, we just don't get along. You know, if she'd learned to keep them claws in when she's on my lap, you know, we'd get along just fine. But I can't do it. So, other than that, my day has been peachy. I got to get a hold of my daughter because my landlord sent out letters saying that she needs copies that we took our animals, you know, everybody in the complex area where I live at. If you got an animal, you got to bring in the rabies tag, city tag, all that stuff to show that your, you know, your animal's legal to be living in the city. Well, my daughter moved out. She been trying to transition Sweet Pea to her home, her new apartment. Well, I'm needing to get a hold of her to see if Sweet Pea's ever coming back here or if she's going to permanently stay there. Because if she's going to permanently stay there, I can take Sweet Pea off the list of having to go get rabies shot and tag shot and everything. So that's one less I got to get. So, and of course she was supposed to had that by Thursday. You know, I still hadn't hit my daughter up yet for it, so I forgot about it. So knowing my landlord, she's going to send out reminders again if she doesn't hear back from anybody who has animals that have not hit her up or brought back what they're supposed to. So, yep, that's how my day's been. And I forgot to bring my water back here. I'm gonna make me some green tea later, some hot green tea, drink on it. So maybe I'll warm up a little bit. So we had our church calendar plan meeting, and I didn't realize how much, that was the first one that I've been to. I don't normally go to them, but I've been more active in this church and participating. So I went to the first calendar plan meeting Wednesday, and I didn't realize how much of activities the church did. I mean, they've got it like all planned out till December, give or take, if something has to be canceled or whatnot. Activities that raise money, you know, for the church building fund and for other stuff in the church. But yeah, it is amazing how much they do. Now, I'm not a type of person that likes to lead an event thingy, but I will work in the behind the scenes type of thing, you know. That's more my league and my comfort zone. So well, why did I do that? I believe I have one of the kittens outside trying to get in, so I'm gonna pause the video right fast. All right, I'm back. It was Mimi outside the door, evidently wanting in. I didn't realize how big this thing was until I went stitching on it. It looks really good, except for certain areas. It looks kind of dingy like, but I do believe after I wash it and everything, it will look good, a whole lot better. So I'm trying to press forward past all that. Got some string here pulling up. Alrighty then, there we go. Alright, I'm going to finish up this row right here, and I do believe I am going to call it. Alrighty then. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of when my next video comes out. This is huge. I cannot get it all up in the camera. Yeah, I really can't. I really want y'all to see how huge this is. I mean, it goes all the way over here. It's a 216 by 216. So, you know, it goes a good ways across. But it's a partial, but, you know, it's huge. And I mean huge, you know. Have to put it over here and then bring it down. But yeah, huge. It's bigger than my table here. But anyhow, anyway. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of when my next video comes out. You can also find me on Instagram. And, well, y'all have a wonderful evening. Happy stitching.